In every corporate research lab, this is the same standard problem. The researchers do brilliant research, and then they shop it over to business units and they say, I can't use that product. Yeah, I understand it's very interesting, but this is not a product, right? So researchers build prototypes, they build demonstrators, they don't build products. The trouble is, the business unit people, no matter how smart they are, they may know it is a good thing, but they don't have the time to take it from that demonstrator into a product. So there is this gap. So what HP Labs is announcing today is we have established a technology transfer office that will take a look at the research projects that are ending, the demonstrators that are ending at a given year, right? So suppose there are about maybe 5 or 6 projects that end in a given year, right? They will pick 2 or 3 out of those for incubation. And so in many research organizations, what happens is, here is a research, I do research, I will not build a product. I'll just shove it over the wall and it's your problem to convert into a product. We are saying no, we have recognized this is an issue. So we will move the people along with the technology. So imagine you are a researcher in HP Labs. For 12 to 18 months, I'm going to take you on leave, on sabbatical, out of labs, into this incubation organization. And I need about 5 or 6 of the original people that worked out of a 15% project, right? So I'm transferring the people along with the technology. Now I'm going to bring, as he said, people who know how to build GUIs, how to build industrial design and so on, right? People from business units, these are engineers who know how to build products. Now you have the product, that engineering team, but you still need to sell the product, right? Because when a researcher conceived of the product, he did not think of all the customer choices. So you need to test out things with customers. In the past, in all corporate labs, what happens is people engage with our customers are like business units. They are not the end customers. I want us to talk to the end customers, someone who will really use the laptop in that thing, right? The trouble is, if you try to sell a thing through the HP sales force, we have I don't know what the number is, 90,000 salespeople, right? They are trying to sell servers and so on. If you try to give them a technology that half works, they try to sell it and they'll say, oh no, it's not what, I'm not getting my commission, right? So in a startup, what happens is, these salespeople are tightly integrated with the engineers. And they want to sell this thing because they understand. I mean, they are sort of technical salespeople. They know, I need to sell this Mediascape stuff. So they go and talk to a beta customer, and it doesn't work. They come back and say, no, Prith, this thing didn't work because I wanted to work on it. And it's a very close cycle. Very quickly, they are working on this thing with customers. And you work with very small number of customers, 5 beta customers, for a period of 12 to 18 months as you're refining the product. And this is why I drew the analogy with like a Series A funded startup. When you go and write a business plan to a Kleiner Perkins, they'll give you $2 million, $5 million Series A, right? The end of it, they're not expecting huge revenues. They just want 5 referenceable customers. 5 customers from Motorola or HP or whatever will say, yeah, we have used it, looks good. Then they fund Series B, which is this $20, $30 million to grow the business and now show revenue. The first part, Series A, we'll do it from HP Labs. We are not going to go and beg for money from anybody because we will do this small things, 3 projects, $2-3 million each, within the $150 million budget, right? Once this is done, then we partner with business. I said, you know what, I have tested the market. This is looking good. Now you invest. And then these people come back to labs. They went on sabbatical, right? They come back to labs. And these people go back to the business units and help grow the business. So it's a very tactical approach that we have taken.
Never been done. But if the business units do not want to invest, then say no. Then what you take money outside?
Then I would take money from outside VCs and do all kinds of creative things with it. So this is why we are doing this. So the entrepreneurship in residence program is to figure out other ways, alternate ways of doing things. If nobody licenses the technology, we will consider, well, then after 5 years, we'll give it out. But we will stage it. Talk to some design firms, industrial design firms, like there's a group called Frog Design. They do industrial design, right? So we'll take a thing like Mediascapes, which does not look good, but has fundamentally the good technology. We'll work with Frog Design on an improved user interface, an improved way of designing this thing so it looks really cool. So these are consultants, they're outside partners that will bring in into the process. So we'll use a combination of things. All I'm saying is the research that got done will take 5 or 6 people from the original team and add some extra people. It can be consultants, it can be business unit people, whatever. Build a product, grow the business, show 5 referenceable customers before I hand it to a business unit. This has not been done in labs. This has not been done in most research labs don't do it. Researchers only want to work on research, right?
How are you going to break that paradigm?
I will tell you, there has been tremendous buy-in. I mean, this whole process, it is not just Prith Banerjee coming in from the top and says, do this, I think I know best. We engaged the lab's researchers on a strategic plan for the last 6 months, right? So there's a lot of thought went into it. I mean, I talked to them, do you think we should do this? I'm going in that direction. But I needed 6 months to get the buy-in. Now everybody's on board. Yes, because they analyzed it. They had so much discussion about this, right? Analyze, I think this is going to work. No, this is not going to work, and so on. Let me give you an example. So, in 6 months ago, I said we will do these areas of research, right? And the way we came up with these areas of research is we asked the researchers for what do they think the themes should be, right? So we had 40 ideas, 100 ideas, lots of ideas. Then we used actually our brain technology that Bernardo showed, right? We used brain technology within labs to get collective intelligence, right? And agreed on these 23 lab themes. Once we announced the labs, researchers were not assigned to the labs. Researchers were given preferences. They could say, I told them, you can pick 3 labs you want to work in, your top 3 choices. Lab directors were given choices. You have the roster of 600 researchers. You get to pick your top 30 researchers you want in your lab, and the next 30. And purely secretly, and we did matching of it. And the result was 88% matching of employees' first choice lab and lab director's first choice. If you go to the second choice and third choice, by the time it will be like 99% matching. So what this shows is there's so much buy-in. I want to work in the commercial print engine lab. Prith didn't assign me to the lab, right? So we were trying to build this for success, right? So a lot of it was buy-in from the stakeholders and so on. The ideas initially were kind of there, but now we have got this whole engine moving forward.